It's another day at Sunshine Grove Library, a haven for book lovers as well as people who work here. Well, it is most of the time.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes?
I'm wondering if you can help me. I am looking for Kent's second edition of Keeping Cool Under Pressure.
Oh, okay, yes, that's one of my most popular books. Follow me.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me, I need to see what's going on.
My book.
Good ideas for your garden, check, and Quirky Gardens is there too. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I sounded like Julie. I hope she's okay.
Julie, are you okay? No, I'm not. Someone has taken my favourite blue mug again. Huh? Kevin, from Archives. I should have known.
If only we could all get along all the time. It's a nice thought, but conflict is quite common in most workplaces. Conflict is when we have a serious disagreement. It's perfectly normal and it's bound to happen at some stage at your work. But the cost of workplace conflict on staff members, managers, and organisations is huge and ever growing. The ability to get jobs done properly and efficiently impacts heavily on staff from all levels. Sorting out a conflict takes valuable time away from everyday tasks, and absenteeism can become a problem when workers decide to avoid conflict by calling in sick. Workplace conflict also contributes to stress, which affects people in various ways.
I really dislike conflict and I always shy away from it. If I think somebody is mad or in a bad mood, I'll avoid them.
At my work, we have someone that can't keep the kitchen clean. I find myself cleaning up after them. I've put up signs, I've had words with them, and now I'm Mr. Unpopular.
I'm a very direct person and often say what I think. That gets me in trouble more often than not.
Conflict is a natural part of working with other people. We're all different, and at times we'll have different opinions about work, how to behave, and how someone should think or feel about something. Most people see conflict as unpleasant, and let's be honest, it can create an uncomfortable atmosphere. Firstly, there are workplace demands.
What? I'm working 3 weekends in a row? That's not fair.
Unbelievable.
Personality clashes are common too.
I wouldn't stack them like that.
That's the way I do it.
Well, they need to be colour-coded and alphabetized.
Whatever.
And we all have different values in one way or another.
Oh, look at her, she's awful. She'll scare the daylights out of everyone with that hair.
Yeah, look at her tits.
Oh my god, that warrior on her arm, that's disgusting.
Workers being lazy and disrespectful can cause friction as well.
Oh, not again! How hard is it to replace a toilet roll?
Conflict can also occur if a worker is really stressed about something. They might be frustrated if resources are stretched or if asked to do something that's beyond their capabilities. Bad communication is another big cause of conflict. So now that we know what it is, how do you recognize conflict in the workplace? There are some warning signs you can look out for. Low productivity, in other words, not getting things done.
Hey Pam, what are you doing? These books need to be put away.
Yeah, I'll get around to it in a minute.
High turnover of staff.
I hope I find someone for this role. Good luck with that.
Morale is so low at this place. Who would want to work here unless they had to?
Ineffective meetings.
As per Jeff's request in the agenda, he would like to propose a motion that we all take responsibility for keeping the washrooms clean and for changing the loo roll when it runs out. Any seconders?
Sure. Are we done yet?
And of course,
Why does this keep on happening?
there are those recurring issues that have not been resolved. And getting conflict resolved is what we should be aiming for. You've probably heard of the term conflict resolution. It's basically how people respond to and deal with conflict.
Where is it?
That's my mug!
It doesn't have a name on it.
But that is beside the point. Everyone knows it's my mug.
Well, I didn't.
Oh, we need to talk about this!
Conflict needs to be addressed as soon as possible and not left to fester. How staff manage conflict will impact on the overall outcome. If it's dealt with in a positive manner, with both sides willing to put things right, it can actually have long-term benefits to the workplace. Once conflict has been resolved, it can actually improve how staff relate to each other by gaining a greater understanding of each other's positions. This can improve team morale and create a happier workplace. The thing is, we have to do something about conflict and should never assume it will resolve itself. The aim is to prevent it escalating to the point where it has a negative impact on an individual's well-being or the productivity of a team. The earlier we deal with conflict, the better the outcome for everyone. It's not easy and can be really intimidating, but one of the best approaches is to deal with it on a one-on-one basis. In other words, meet face to face. The first step is to identify and confront the issue.
Aha! It's you! Why haven't you changed the toilet roll?
Chill out, mate.
Chill out! This is the third time this week I've had to change it over. We need to talk about this.
Act quickly to try and resolve the issue. Choose the right time and wait for tempers to cool. Then find a quiet, private area for that face-to-face chat. Stay calm and approach the chat in a non-threatening way.
So, be honest. How hard is it to change the toilet roll?
Talk honestly about the situation and keep the focus on the event or behaviour that preempted the meeting. Take turns to talk and listen to each other. If you've made a mistake, own it.
I can take it. I admit it, I've been lazy.
To finish up, agree on a way forward and shake on it.
So, if the toilet roll runs out...
Yeah, all right, I know. I'll replace it.
So the loo roll scandal ended well. But what if a situation presents itself that has gone too far or is showing no sign of resolution? If the one-on-one technique hasn't worked and things have gone on to become really serious, involving bullying, harassment, or even physical aggression, it's time to involve HR or a more senior manager. This will probably take the form of a mediation session with a third party. They will listen to both sides of the argument and try to find a way forward that works best for everyone concerned.
So it is Pam's right to have a tattoo, just as you have a right to wear a sari.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Pam, if I made you feel uncomfortable. I'm just really very sorry.
Look, I understand how you feel, and I'm sorry if I made you feel that way as well.
I'm really glad we've been able to sit down and talk about this.
Conflict will happen at times in the workplace, but now that you're aware of the telltale signs and know how to deal with it, you'll be in a better place to resolve it when or if it occurs. Resolving conflict can actually improve how staff relate to each other by gaining a greater understanding of each other's positions and improving team morale. Your team will be stronger and your workplace will be a much happier and enjoyable place to be.
Things at work were getting really ugly with a workmate until my boss approached me. She set up a meeting between us and we worked it out. And so we are good mates now.
We've all been trained to see the signs of a problem brewing. Jumping in early is the best way to meet a problem head on. It's not easy, but it's the best way to keep things happy at work. We do spend a lot of time there after all.
We have an honesty policy at our work. If anybody has a problem, they speak up. Sure, we have fireworks every now and then, but we're all grown-ups and we sort it out.
It's been another delightful day at Sunshine Grove Library. A delightful day for book lovers and the people who work here. People who know how to deal with conflict when it happens.
I promise I'll ask to use your mug next time.
Thanks, that would be much appreciated.
Can I borrow it now if you're not using it?
Sure. Oh, but please be careful. It's very precious to me.
Yeah, great. Thanks. Hooah!